this channel, but it's not because of a lack of things to talk about. I could have made 3 videos on Rosanna calling out MrBeast, apologizing to MrBeast, and then, redacting said apology to MrBeast. But I want to make sure the videos I make are things I care about and am also informed about. And if I don't give a shit about it, I don't need to make a video. There's nothing that I'm beholden to. I don't have to push out 7 videos a week or whatever. I can just do it when I feel it. And I think that's a better relationship to have. So that way, when I make something, it's something that I also want to watch, because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I've been thinking about something for a while lately. And it's the new MrBeast drama. Not the Rosanna one. There's some new stuff. Yes, it is a bi-weekly affair these days. And if you don't know, MrBeast is in some hot water because he built 100 wells in Africa. But I have a bigger theory.
This is obnoxious. This is the world we live in now. God help us all. Didn't he shame the Kenyan government by doing what they were supposed to do? If you were supposed to build the wells, you should have built the wells. It shouldn't take a YouTuber coming from overseas to do your fucking job. Okay. There's no shame there. You're just incompetent. That's just kind of how it works. It's your fucking job to build the wells. And if you don't build the fucking wells, you can't get on the guy that did it. You say thank you.
He's not actually in hot water. And the bigger problem we have to talk about today is
corruption. Exactly. Shame the Kenyan government. Bro, if the Kenyan government was functioning how it was supposed to function, they wouldn't have need to build wells. This is basic drinking water. Basic drinking water. If you are not providing that to your citizens, there's a problem.
Is dog
it's 2023. You know how easy it is to build a well?
Shit journalism. But first, let's get through the context. If you didn't see MrBeast's latest upload, he said it took him 8 months of preparation to make and a whole lot of money. But he did what the title says.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water!
This video has 43,000 downvotes. What the fuck? This dude is literally building wells in Africa.
And then he did it. I mean, I didn't go look at the wells myself personally, but I'm pretty sure he's not lying. That'd be pretty bad to lie about. He made 100 wells.
I will say that the reason that I'm so adamant that he didn't shame the Kenyan government is that I watched that video and he didn't mention the Kenyan government in the video. If he had mentioned in the video, hey, the Kenyan government should be doing this, but I'm out here doing it instead, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well then, yeah, there would be a little bit more room to give him shit here. Okay, but he didn't say anything about the Kenyan government in the video. And Asman did a react on this as well. And he pointed out very clearly that if he had said something like, I built 100 wells in Kenya because the government won't do it for them. Bro, that would have put these people in direct danger. The people that actually had the wells built for them, they're the ones that have to live with the fucking government now. Like, they're the ones that would suffer traumatically. So there's probably a reason he didn't actually say any of that in the video.
Families will come together.
And people were happy because then they had access to clean water. Good. That's a good thing. I feel like, yeah, we can all pretty much agree. Good that
What I'm saying is they feel ashamed by him. I'm not disparaging MrBeast, but that does disparage MrBeast. That tries to undermine what he has done. This man built 100 wells in Africa so that people could have clean drinking water. And even the idea that this is a bad thing, that this is somehow like this is supposed to be a bad thing, it's just absolutely mind-boggling to me. Because in today's society, there's always got to be some crazy fucking reason why doing some sort of philanthropic work like that would be a bad thing. Ask the villagers. While they're drinking their water, I don't think they're going to be super upset about the well.
there are wells where there were not wells before. Technically, I think they're not called wells anymore. They're like boring holes. I don't know. I'm not a zoologist, but there it is.
Actually, zoologists study animals that typically are in zoos and stuff. That's why we call them zoologists, particularly mammals in most cases.
And MrBeast himself
biologist
himself, right before this video came out, said, I already know I'm going to get canceled because I uploaded a video helping people, and to be 100% clear, I don't care. I'm always going to use my channel to help people and try to inspire my audience to do the same. And then smiling face with open mouth and also cold sweat emoji attached to it. And then...
Because there's always going to be people that hate you for anything that you do.
Just like he predicted, MrBeast got canceled. Yup. Yahoo News reports, while American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shame the Kenyan government and help perpetuate the stereotype that, quote, Africa's dependent on handouts.
Then provide the 500,000 people that he helped with fucking clean drinking water. What a joke. What an actual joke to try to make this into a bad thing, right? Oh, he did something good like this? No, we can spin this. This shows you how people, no matter what you do, are going to try to spin it against you. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
Whoa, pretty scary.
They're dependent on handouts. You know who else is dependent on handouts? Streamers. Except that we're not upset about it.
Article here from Yahoo News, and it got picked up by a couple of people. This is ridiculous. The real thing that makes these activists mad is that MrBeast solved a problem for little money and little time, showing that everything's corrupt. And Colin said, report. Very journalistic.
Well, again, he didn't, but see, MrBeast didn't say any of this in the video because he knew if he did, he would have given these fucking degenerates more fuel for the fire. He knew they were going to try to spin it like this. They knew it. And so the way he phrased everything in the video is very tactfully done, in my opinion. He basically minimized this side of the story to the maximum ability.
Realistically, activists are upset at YouTuber MrBeast for building 100 wells across Africa.
How dare you make lazy people feel lazy? Those people should not have clean drinking water because now we feel guilty. That's your argument? No, I just want to make sure that that's the activist argument here. 500,000 people should not have clean drinking water because someone might feel upset about it.
And then said, with a direct quote here, they're actually...
Aren't activists vegan? That was stereotypical. But mostly, yeah, I don't know why that kind of lines up.
Actually mad because MrBeast was a white male solving the problem. Quote, I've been doing...
Why the... Bro... Why the fuck is this in here? Why the fuck is this in here? Holy shit. Yeah, bring the... Like, honestly, he built 100 wells in Africa. How can we turn this against him? Bring the race card in. That always works. Oh, mention the fact that he's male. Oh, that'll get him. Fucking Christ, dude. What a joke. White males build 100 wells in Africa. This is the problem with white males in society today. Give me a fucking break.
Doing this for 15 years, but we've been struggling to continue the work because of fundraising, awareness, advocacy. That all takes work, says the founder of Face Africa.
This is just the government trying to push the narrative of what did, showing that they are corrupt and don't care about their people. And doing the whole MrBeast is bad is just corrupt. People trying not to change anything that will affect their affairs. I don't think the government's even the stuff people putting out like the news. Of course the government's probably not happy about it. Makes them look bad. But they're not the ones posting all over fucking Twitter.
And then over...
These are fucking... If I had to guess, Americans sitting in air conditioning that are in such a first world position that this is all they have to do all day is complain about shit like this.
Overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure, and then he's quoting that person, and then MrBeast, and then quoted the MrBeast can cancel. So
sorry, I only accept help from Asian females. Based. Dead. I would also like to accept help from Asian female. Do you know any?
Maybe it's true. All right, maybe it's not dog shit journalism. Maybe Mr. Beast is getting canceled because he's a white man.
It's not getting
who came
canceled.
in
Get the
and
fuck
solved
out of here.
this issue of no access to water for 500,000 people, which I think we could all shake firm hands about and say that's
That's
dumb.
a good thing. Yep.
I think it's okay. I think if he's able to use his money and his resources to help people, I don't give a shit
Why MrBeast is getting canceled. Yeah, but that's like clickbait as fuck, though. He's just a good YouTuber.
if he is white, or if he is 6'3", or if he does occasionally show pictures of himself shirtless, looking quite ripped, but holding his balls somewhat hard. I have no problem with that.
I need to watch more MrBeast content. Clearly, I have not dove far enough into his stuff.
Because the good he is doing is more important. But that's not what actually happened. Like, almost none of this happened. If we actually take a look at the Yahoo article, a lot of the first people quoted in this are just supporting Mr. Beast. In fact, this person right here is a prominent activist and said, every 5 years we get elected members of parliament and senators in Kenya a car that's worth $33,000, but we don't have money to drill boreholes for our people. So that just more so seems to be chastising the government.
Yeah.
And then here's the quote from the activist who called out Mr.
Which, by the way, all it is drilling a hole. That's all you're doing. That's all the well is. It's not complicated. You're just drilling a fucking hole.
Beast. But let's actually look at the quote. Overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure with a huge platform, and all of a sudden he gets all this attention. It's a little frustrating, but it's also understanding the nature of how the world is. And then she praised Mr. Beast for shining the spotlight on the need for clean water supply, but warned the issue's sustainability. Because what happens is a lot of people come along, they'll build a well, they'll make a borehole, but then it won't be functional in 3 to 5 years, and then they have to go back to unsafe creek water or river water or whatever. So yes, that's fair. That's a good concern to throw out there.
People still read Yahoo News. Losers do.
And if in 5 years all 100 Mr. Beast boreholes are no longer working and all those people have to go back to creeks, we can talk about it at that point.
Not really. Those borehole wells go super deep, hundreds of meters to find clean water. Well, you understand how easy that is for, like, you'd have to buy like one machine that costs admittedly like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, and then that machine can drill you all 100 holes. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. $30,000 when you talk about the government who is printing money.
But I wouldn't really call this a scathing activist lambasting.
He mentioned the wells will be functional for 30 years or so. Well, even if they're only mentioned or like functional for 3, 4, or 5 years. Well, even still, he just gave him clean drinking water for 3, 4, or 5 years. It's not like she's complaining. This woman is pissed because she bitched for God knows how long to the government who didn't give a fuck about her. And then some fucking crazy dude from overseas comes over and fixes the problem overnight. Even if it's only fixed for 3 to 5 years, that's fucking crazy good. It's just hopefully it stays functional long term because the government isn't going to keep supporting it. That's what she's trying to say here.
Mr. Beast. The only thing that I think would perturb people is the white male figure part of it.
Let's cancel someone who helps people. America.
Why is race being thrown into it? And that's a whole nother issue with, I think, a lot of people maybe in Kenya being proud and different things going on there. But as a whole, I don't really find to be an attempt at canceling Mr. Beast. I think it's someone who's just asked their thoughts, who is also helping.
I hate the people in the first world think they're helping and complaining about anything on the internet and not really doing anything. Well, that's all that people in the first world have to do is fucking complain about shit.
Tackle similar issues.
Talk about political correctness, complain about everything, and pretend that literally everything that you say and do is offensive no matter what you say or do. It's offensive.
Right? But then, if we look at back at this quote, Colin also says, others were upset that Mr. Beast highlighted the failure.
Like, there are some people that if you say, hey, I dyed my costume black, that's it. Cancel him. People are just stupid.
Of the Kenyan government that maintain the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. Others. All right, well, let's take a look at who these others are. It turns out they are one other, a Kenyan politician named Francis Gaito, who criticized Mr. Beast, saying that, like he said here, Africa is dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. That's one dude. It's literally one person. He's right here. This is the video he made.
One
and
dude.
Let me tell you, he got clowned on. The video's got 1.1 million views, 1.1 K likes, 1,000.
Oh my god. This has 1.1 million views and only 1,000 likes on it, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Quote retweets. People were not happy with the video that he made.
Francis Gaitho. Who the fuck even is this?
Here. He's also just an aspiring politician, which is just different phrasing for a dude.
That is true. That is true. So you're just a fucking dude then. Like, so that guy is the problem. This exact person. The guy who is an aspiring politician has nothing better to do but to sit online and just comment on shit. And do you know what gets the most people talking about you? Complaining.
Aspiring politician.
We have plenty of these people in America.
Which is just different phrasing for a dude. Aspiring politician's not a job. It's the hope for a job.
He looks like he embezzles hundreds of thousands in foreign aid. He's probably going to be a great politician then.
I'm an aspiring YouTuber with 10 million subscribers. I'm not that. What's the point? What is the purpose of this? This all started because of the sentence activists, which isn't even accurate, by the way. The activists did not say that this helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. That's what the aspiring politician said. The activist, singular, said a whole different sentence. This is just a misquote. It's a malattributed quote. I don't know why the fuck Yahoo News did that, but
because Yahoo News they're not journalists. It's not actual journalism.
Because Yahoo News did that,
it's gotcha. You know, all it is just all gotcha shit.
Then Colin showed up and did the same fucking thing. Colin showed up and he started quoting activists and others. But that's not right. It was one person.
It's memes? No, it's not memeing. That article was definitely serious.
One activist. It was one politician that was quoted, and then all of a sudden there's like this huge group of people who are like, MrBeast getting fucking canceled. This makes no damn sense. I bet it's the liberals.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but like, I mean, if you were gonna point at one group in particular. Oh God.
I bet it's the liberals unhappy that a white man's successful. It's not it. This is not what's going on.
That's
even
not what's
a little
going
bit,
on,
tiny
no,
bit
yeah.
at all. They're not following the SPJ code of ethics, by the way. If you're a journalism student or an aspiring journalist, this is what you should be following.
Ethics? Journalism? There's ethics in journalism?
The 4 pillars.
Those damn liberals. To
teach you it. You should remember this shit. And you ever see a journalist who's acting up, you tell them, hey, where are your pillars? Because they'll fucking know. That Yahoo journalist should know. Seek truth and report it. That's the fundamental. That's the basis of everything we report on. Act independently. All right? We're not supposed to just retweet what other people are doing. You're trying to do your own fucking thing here.
Everybody does that.
Minimize harm. Oh, that's a key one. Make sure that everyone is treated as a...
I have never seen a journalist go, God, I hope this article doesn't make waves. God, I hope this doesn't harm people. It's never come out of their mouths.
A human deserving of respect. And then be accountable and transparent. All right, how'd you find your news? If you fuck up, maybe own up that you fucked up. Yahoo News and the journalist there. I don't think you follow the 4 pillars very well.
Fuck no, they don't follow the pillars.
M1DN05 just gifted 5 subs.
Ludwig put this up, and I guarantee you, like, Yahoo was like, ethics?
Anyway, that's it. That's the MrBeast drama. The only critic...
When you wash your face, how do you know when to spot? How do you know when to stop? That's the fun part. I don't.
criticism I saw of MrBeast that had any sort of support was this quote retweet that said, I think MrBeast would be an incredible channel if he talked a bit more about why he has to do this while doing it.
That would make it worse. If he did this, if he said, I think MrBeast, because I remember I watched this video on my own first. I think MrBeast would be an incredible channel if he talked a little bit more about why he has to do it. If he had talked about why he had to do it, then the motherfucking Karens would have literally been all over him. Oh, Africa doesn't need your help. The government, you're just perpetuating the stereotype. Like, bro, give me a break.
Basically saying, hey, what are the systemic fundamental problems with maybe this group of people versus this group of people, and then fix the thing, and then say, hey, here's how you as an individual now informed with knowledge could hopefully help this or prevent this from happening in the future, which, you know, is a fair criticism. Maybe you can argue, hey, it's
no,
a bit annoying.
Not a fit. No, you can't. He couldn't have talked about that. He can't talk about that because fucking Karens will shit on him. That video was viewed by millions of people.
To sit from the high tower and be like, do this now too, after he just added 100 fucking wells.
Yep.
You know, I feel like that's already pretty good. But that doesn't really feel like getting canceled to me. So it's all a bunch of hubla. He didn't get fucking canceled. Most people don't give a shit.
Gotcha.
And most people who do give a shit are just mad at people canceling him, which doesn't exist. It's one aspiring Kenyan politician and one activist who was misquoted. There we go. There it is. All right, let's do better fucking journalism next year, baby. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll make more videos if I feel good about them, and have a nice rest of your day. Subscribe. All right, goodbye. See you later. Goodbye.